and welcome to another journey so far. And today we have Sam Falvey, who is taking a moment to share his experience. G'day, Sam.
Brett, how you going?
I am going well. And yourself?
Pretty good, good.
Cool. So you have been part of the Songwriting Networking Collaboration events for probably 4 to 5 months now, right?
Oh yeah, I mean it's
Almost since
crept
its
up. The
inception.
time's crept up on me, but yeah, it has been
Hmm.
a while.
So I'd love to know what was kind of happening for you before you joined the events and what was that frustration like?
I had a lot of trouble before, before I came into it. I suppose I had a bit of trouble connecting with other musicians. I suppose like I'd constantly be like, oh, I wish I had, I'd have some friends from high school that I used to jam with that I'd occasionally catch up with, but
Yep.
never the branches never really sort of spread out. I've never really got to meet other musicians and get a feel for what everyone else is doing, sort of thing. So yeah, so it was good to kind of jump in, collaborating and stuff, just to open myself up to the world of music and who's doing what and who's interested in what genres and whatnot. And
So what was it like before you met? So you talked about
Yeah, okay. So before, well, for a start, I would hardly ever, I'd kind of lost the drive. Honestly, like it went from back when I used to perform a lot, it went from performing a lot to almost never performing to basically just never practicing. Yeah, I got to a point where I was pretty much, in terms of music, I just kind of became stationary and
Yep.
just wasn't really going forward, wasn't doing anything.
Hmm.
Felt like I needed a bit of a kick up the backside.
What did that feel like that you didn't really have anything moving, performing anymore, and you're not really, you don't have this practice going? What was that?
Unfulfilled, like you, because in earlier stages in life you kind of have these expectations of yourself and you've got a vision of where you're going to be at a certain age or whatever.
Mm.
And I guess I kind of hit that age, envisioned myself being at, and was like, hang on a minute, I'm not doing any of the things that I had dreamed of or promised myself that I would achieve. That's where I started doing the searching, trying to find a good path to go down to get the ball rolling again.
Well, that's cool. What was different after you joining us every week? What changed after starting to do that?
Confidence went through the roof, I reckon. Like I was there, I remember in my first few sessions with you guys, I was very withheld, reserved, especially in terms of like my opinions on the music that we were working on. I had ideas, but kind of kept them to myself a lot because I didn't want to come across, I didn't want, I guess, the things that I said to sound stupid or to be the wrong answer or, whatever. Yeah, I guess I just quickly realized that it's a safe space. No one's judging. Everyone's at their own different stages. Yeah, very supportive sessions that we've got going on. So,
Yeah, that's
um,
awesome. Thank you for sharing. So, it's like take us to a moment where you started to realize, hey, this is kind of cool, and I'm starting to feel like I'm being included, and that confidence is starting to come out. Tell us about that.
I think there was a song that we were working on. I don't know, maybe a month in or something after like 4 or 5 sessions.
Hmm.
And I just kind of, it just clicked that we just happened to have a really productive session. Everything just clicked into place.
Hmm.
Everyone was throwing in ideas and everyone was getting around the whole thing. We were all kind of just clicked on it. Whereas in other, like the previous kind of things we did, I'd kind of go, oh yeah, that's cool, and just put it to the side
Hmm.
and be like, all right, we'll see what happens next week. But on that particular occasion, I kind of found myself, the session ended and then I was lying in bed or whatever and just
Mm.
being like, just thinking about it, like thinking about ideas to throw in. And, I was really excited about the direction that the song could kind of go in.
Yep.
Next minute, a couple of days later, I'm sort of jumping on Microsoft Word or whatever and just started just jamming out some ideas and for the song lyrics and stuff like that. And then, new chords started coming. I suppose I got that excitement back that I kind of used to carry around, back in the day
That's cool.
before I just lost all motivation. Just when the right song comes along, I reckon gets you pumping. Yeah, so that's I suppose the moment that it started all coming into place for us.
That's cool, Sam. So, what's life like now that we've got these kind of weekly songwriting sessions and you've got this confidence build? What's life like now that you've got these tools, this community around you? How do you feel now?
I feel like what I was saying earlier about how, my confidence kind of has increased.
Hmm.
It's gone further than just music. It's sort of, now that I've realized in the sessions that I can be myself more
Hmm.
and, put forward ideas more and stuff like that. I've gone, at work, I feel like I can speak up more and I can put ideas forward you know, in a completely non-music environment, from meeting the people that I've met, and you know, a whole range of different characters I've met, you know, through the group and that. And it's, yeah, I've definitely just noticed my confidence and my ability to socialize definitely, you know, shot up heaps.
That is so cool. And that's, that's the name of the game for me, is helping people obviously with their music, but obviously seeing that impact the rest of your life. That's really cool. And thank you so much
Mm,
for sharing that.
that's all good.
What are you most excited about for the future of you or yourself personally, and also being involved in the songwriting and collaboration events?
I think one of the big ones for me, because it's already been a big thing so far, is just meeting new musicians, like meeting especially musicians with similar interests. Doesn't necessarily have to be in the events that you hold.
Hmm.
I might just happen to click with someone that, you know, and then we'll go off on the weekend maybe and start just writing a few songs off the record or whatever. So yeah, I think just I can't think of the word, but um, just finding other musicians that I can sort of collaborate with and just have fun with, really,
Yeah,
musically.
that's cool. Friendship, connection.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Anything else that you'd like to add that we haven't really talked about today that you either want to share, or someone else watching this might find useful?
I guess a big one would just be, because I'm just remembering back before I started. I actually, long before I came to my first session, it was probably a few months before I even came to my first session. I
Hmm.
remember finding the Confident Musician page and seeing the music collab thing and being and looking at it and going, umming and ahhing a bit and being
Hmm.
like, I don't know if this is for me. Like everyone's going to be really good and everyone's going to be like pro musicians, and I'm going to walk in there and I'm going to look like an idiot for yada yada yada. So yeah, anyone who's kind of on the fence about whether it's a good idea, it's totally worth it. Like we're all different skill levels, and it doesn't really matter. You've only just started playing an instrument or whatever.
Hmm.
It's I just think it's useful regardless of what level you're at, and just to just jump in and have a crack, because putting yourself in an uncomfortable position is the only way that you can overcome it, I suppose.
That is so cool, and thank you for sharing that. And if you have just picked up a instrument and you're watching this thinking you're going to join, please give me a ring first, and we'll see whether it's going to be the right fit for you. Just to manage some expectations there for anyone who's just
Yeah,
started.
yeah, true. But I mean, like it's a lot lyric based as well. So
Hmm.
um, yeah, that's one thing I think I've gotten better at, is because we do a lot of put a lot of time into the lyrics
Hmm.
and stuff like that. So um, even if you're not a huge musician, I don't know. I think possibly you can definitely get something out of it.
There's definitely space for anyone who has a way with words. That is for sure.
Oh
But
yeah, even
gotta
poetry. I mean, it would help if you were just into poetry or whatever.
Cool. Well, thanks so much, Sam, for coming on and having a chat about your experience. Share this information with other people out there who might be curious. And as Sam said, you're going to have to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, but it's going to be fun to help you grow.
100%.
Thanks so much, Sam. We look forward to hearing some of the music coming out. And once again,
Hmm.
catch you later.
Peace out.